Hello, my friends. It's me, Karen Valentine, and we are here to keep on going. So it is actually the same day that I was working on the last video, and I just was not ready to stop. I wanted to just keep going. So we started a new I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Start it over. New video. And I will keep on going. So there are some things here that I'm not in love with, and I'm not quite sure how to fix those. I don't like the color that's down in here. I want it to be really, really rich, dark red, and I just don't know if I have anything to get it to be that color. In my swatches, none of them are, that dark. Maybe I could try dark Caput Mortem, but I don't know that that's, yeah, see, it's even lightening it even more than what we have going on down here. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to just keep using the black. So be really quick. I've got red iron oxide, extra dark, and black. It's just something in here, something about this that I don't like. But I don't know how to achieve the look that I'm after. So it's really just kind of going to be experimentation here. That's maybe a little bit better. But see, once it gets rubbed in, it might be okay once I get the whiskers over the top, but I don't know, something about this is not making me happy. But yeah, I have to push it in because otherwise it'll just, it's getting full-ish on tooth. I don't want it to just fall off. I need it to go in, down in there as far as I can get it. So I guess that's better. I'm looking at this, and even though my measurements look right, I feel like I want to do something about bringing that out just a little bit. It's not working. Just not. All right, I'm gonna leave it. Okay, let's move on. All right, so I went in with my my proportional divider, and I've marked out how far out this white actually needs to go on both sides of the face. This is the brightest part right here, and then it gets to be a little bit more taupey colored kind of in here. So we will just work on that, and I will probably work, because I need to get the tongue done before I can do the overlay of the white. So I think I'll do the white, then we'll do the tongue, and then we'll finish doing the white over the top. I think that's going to work best. Okay, now in my in the reference photo, there's a lot of taupey and gray colors. So we need to get some of those down before we start adding the white to the top. So I'm going to pull out I'm going to go ahead and use my lipstick thingies. Now I have two different grays, and they're very, very, very different. Panpastels, as far as I can remember, only has neutral gray and Payne's gray. I hope I'm not wrong on that. I'm pretty sure that that's the case. And the Payne's gray is a very blue gray. And the neutral gray is a very, like, to me, that's not a neutral gray. To me, that's like a green gray. Like a warm, I don't know, like a warm gray. And you'll kind of see when I put this on here, just how, well, maybe you can't see, because I can't see right now. It looks very, maybe I tapped it in the wrong one. That's possible. Well, anyway, a lot of the times when I use this neutral gray, when I'm doing backgrounds, it comes out very taupey looking, which I don't love, which is why I'm happy to have added the Payne's gray tint into my repertoire of colors. But they can be used, you know, together and mixed. So that's kind of what I just did right there. You can see how blue the Payne's gray is. It might just be a little bit too blue. I think I'm going to grab back to this raw umber tint a little bit. Maybe we'll use some of that. This is definitely, I just dipped into the raw umber shade. Get that a little bit darker. That's already there. We don't need it there. Just add a smidge of white. And then we need some of that darker greeny color underneath the nose. So this is a raw umber shade. It really does look kind of greenish in the picture. I'm wondering if I should add a touch of something like that. I've got this Derwent yellow extra dark, which is, that might be too yellow. Let's see. Ideally, what I should do is mix this on a piece of paper. But I don't have a piece of paper. I'm looking for a piece of paper. Just a crappy piece of paper. Okay, so Sterilite Yellow Extra Dark. Really is very yellowy greeny. If I mix that with just a tiny bit of the raw umber shade, I get a little bit more green. Which I actually think is okay. I'm actually kind of liking that. Don't really need much over here. Okay. You should see my desk. My goodness, there's barely a place to put anything. Okay. Rub that in. I think we need a little bit more of the raw umber tint. Okay, boy, it already looks so soft and fluffy. I like that. I want to make sure that I preserve that when I go to start working. Okay, so I'm just gonna go. I'm not sure that using white on these outer bits is the right thing to do now that I'm kind of, you know what I'm going to do? Yes, I am. I just glanced over and I looked at a color that I have that I forget about sometimes. It's an awesome color. It's a DERWENT color and it is pale olive. So that's what we're going to use in here. It's very nice and light. It kind of is like using white, but not. So that's what we're going to use. Love it. That's just right. Okay, let's do that over here. Oh, he's already starting to look so cute. Once you get his face on, it's like, oh, it's going good. Can't wait to hang it on my wall. Okay, we might go a little bit further out here. Let's go ahead and, do I want to use this here? This needs to still be darker. This needs to be a lot darker. Okay, so for the darkness underneath his nose, it's funny that that's called burnt umber because that is so gray to me, and I always think of burnt umber as being brown. Look at the difference in the burnt umber of the pit and the burnt umber of the DERWENT. Not DERWENT, the DERWENT. Big difference. Whew. Okay, so I think that needs to be a dark gray. A very dark gray. So you know what? I'm going to use dark sepia. I'm going to use Pit dark sepia. Let's get that in here. Might even do some black. There's a big difference when you blend using a stump and when you blend using these thingy-majiggers, these lipstick things. The lipstick things definitely seem to pull more of the color away. So when I want super duper soft blend, I will often use those lipstick sticks, but if I really just want to push the color into the Pastelmat, your finger or one of the blending stumps works better. Okay, so I kind of feel like I blended that. Going to see how it just softens the layer that you put on top away. It's almost because it pulls it off. Okay, let's see. I'm wondering because there's definitely some black in. And I didn't mark these off. So the areas where the whiskers go, like in here, there should be some black. It's not really black. It won't be black by the time I'm finished blending it out. It's gray, but I'm using my black because it'll just all blend out. Here. And if I blend it, I don't want to do it too much. Just tapping it. It's going to get covered mostly with the hairs, but at least the dark is there. Okay. I think I'm going to use the GIOCANDA white and just go. The top of the nose has a lot of gray. I need to get that in there. I'm not sure if I want to do that first. I think I do. I want to get a little bit of color in there. That was burnt sienna. Okay, so the there's the top of the nose here that has a lot of gray. That's dark sepia. I don't want that. I want like a warm gray, not a Payne's gray. Seal would probably be okay. Seal is the Derwent. I could probably add this in after, but I think I'd rather put it in first. Okay. Watch for color on your tip. Make sure that you clean that off if you're working into a darker color. I'm looking at my picture and I'm thinking that I want to bring maybe something darker. Caput Mortem Red. I want to bring this color in. No, no, no. Back to the old pit. Caput Mortem Light. Just want to do that. Okay, and then now the white. That's better. Okay. Trying to do this for you guys. It's a little awkward, but we can make it work. Because I want to work out. There's an interesting texture that's happening on top of the nose. It's almost like it's those little V clumps. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm wondering if I need to add a little bit more dark. I might add that after though. That's not terrible. My hand really shouldn't be on the Pastelmat, but there's no pastel there, so I think I'm okay. I sit here at the desk and work, time disappears. I forget to eat and drink. It's nuts. I don't forget to eat for long though. Eventually my body goes, excuse me. Okay. I feel pretty good about this. I'm gonna add a little bit more white to some. Ooh, I'm making that camera shake like crazy. Sorry. I'm gonna add a little bit more white. Oh my goodness, come on now. Okay, so we need a little bit more white up here. It's making me smile already. I'm going to soften this just a little bit. Okay. Pretty good. All right, so this is the new pastel. I might not even need it, but I just want a a little bit more brightness in a couple of these areas. It amazes me how much brighter the white gets with this. Okay, then we'll just use the pencil. Make sure it's clean. I'll just use that to soften the edges. Nice and soft. Which is what I wanted. Okay, guys, I kind of feel like I want to cry. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I lost a whole segment of film. Obviously, right here. And yeah, so you have my sincerest apologies for that. Yeah, I don't know what happened. And needless to say, I'm a little frustrated and really bummed out. But so here's the deal on that. I used GIOCANDA Damask Pink. I used some DERWENT Pale Pink, and even though, okay, so I used some DERWENT Pale Pink. This is not a very light, fast color. But because I was doing this piece for myself, and I could fix it if I needed to, if I found that it faded out, I decided to go ahead and use it. Unfortunately, there are not a ton of really light, fast pinks out there. Karen Dash makes some, and I have those on order, so I will have those, but pinks are hard. Caput Mortem Violet Light in CARBOTHELLO. I don't know what number it is. It's all rubbed off on the pencil. Sorry. I used Chocolate. I used that for the shadowing on the tongue as opposed to a black or a gray. I used, let's see, what else did I use? I used Warm Gray for the Whiskers. Warm Gray 1 Pit. That's number 270. I used that for those whiskers. I used, let's see, for the teeth, I used CARBOTHELLO Ivory 105, Gold Ochre Light, which I don't know what color that is either. Let's see if I have that written down. 692, and DERWENT Yellow Ochre for the teeth. So, I mean, really, it was just kind of me, you know, doing my best to replicate what I saw on the reference photo. And so that is, that's where we're at. So yeah, anyway, it was really a bummer. I was kind of like, I'm still kind of in shock. I don't know what happened. I thought it was recording. I ran out of storage space according to my app, but supposedly that footage should have stayed in the app and then I could download it when I was ready, and it was just nowhere to be found. So it is what it is, and we'll keep going and do the best that we can. So I'm so sorry. Also, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that the white balance, I think I set it a little bit too warm last time. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still figuring out this program, this app. So it is what it is, right? Yeah. Okay. So onward and upward. Before I add the white under his chin, I want to add the dark all underneath here because the white overlays on top of that. So I think I'll put a layer of Panpastel down first. Might as well save on our pastel pencils. Okay, so it is very dark in here, but there is some light hairs that show on top, and I think that they're dark enough that they'll still show no matter what, I do. If I put really dark black in, I still think I'll be able to get some. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I've done here and where everything goes. I'm pretty sure that this is actually all really dark. And I'll go over that white again if I need to, no problem. So this all comes in. I think this is all pretty dark. It gets a little confusing sometimes. Yeah, I think that's okay. This comes in. It's all just really, really dark. Okay, we'll come over here, and this is all really dark. And it comes out here. Now in here, we've got some really pretty colors. I need to take a new screenshot of my new expanded. Just bear with me for just a sec, please. Okay. All right, so I'll use this as a base, but I still want to add some navy blues and stuff like that on top. So this is all hair. Am I in frame? No, not really. Push this up a little bit. There we go. Can you see? I'm sure you can see how much more crumbly This is, what is that? Why do I have that line? Oh, that's probably just the hair coming down. Okay. So we'll just do that. Yeah, these just don't kind of, they don't push it into the paper as well as the slice, not slice, the soft tools do. We might be able to just I'm kind of thinking I need to move to a tool, even one that's shredding a little bit more. I think will. And this is just our kind of mapping in layer. Okay, I gotta figure out what my leaves, where my leaves are here. Okay. All right, let me get a pencil. Okay, so this is a leaf right here. And boy, I did a really poor job here. Okay, so here's the ball that I drew in. So that makes this leaf. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, bear with me while I figure this out. This is the leaf. This is the top part of the leaf. I think that's the bottom part of the leaf. It comes... Oh yeah, I'm really confused. What did I do? This isn't, something's weird. Okay. Shoot. I hate to just let the camera roll while you're watching me flounder, but I don't, because it's really, of course, you know, because I didn't use my stuff like I should. I rubbed off my pencil lines and now I can't. Okay, so this is this leaf. This is the top part of this one. I'm so sorry, you guys. Jeez. Okay, and then this is the bottom part. See, this is where I'm totally I'm totally confused. Wow. Okay. This is really bad. Okay, so this is a leaf right here, comes down, and this is like its little center core. And I didn't do all of these leaves exactly the way they are in the thing, and that's why I'm getting confusing, because I did kind of more of a rough sketch. But I did sketch in this ball, and I do want that to be there, the little berry thing. Okay, so if this is the bottom edge of a leaf, which I believe it is, then the top of that leaf comes... Yeah, they don't touch. They're not supposed to touch. Okay, we'll just do it like that. And then this. Oh my gosh, it's so confusing. I want to make sure I get it right because I don't want to have it look stupid when it's done. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I can't figure out what I did there. So, I believe that this actually, oh, okay. If I were you, I would be completely laughing at myself right now. I'm just saying. Or laughing at me. If I were you, I would be laughing at me. Okay. So I have this marked as the edge of his body. And really, when you look at the reference photo, it's not symmetrical. It does come in further. But I'm going to tell you right now that I don't like it like that. So I'm going to pull the edge of his body out a little bit further for my own sanity. Okay, and we'll figure leaves out later. So, wow. So this is going to be black, and we'll do that extra little bit in the red. I will tell you what, it is not particularly fun to show the world. It's not fun to show the world how much you suck. But there you go. Okay. Just get this in, and then we'll start putting some color in. Debating on if I want to use pencils or Panpastels for that. I gotta redo my thingy and make sure that I get the proportions right. Let's just do eyeball only. Okay, so I'm gonna put some purple in here. And I'm thinking dark violet and Payne's gray, which is very purple. So, Payne's gray and dark violet. Okay, and then we also need our pinky colors. Not pink, but like, let's see, we want, I think, beige red, and I think Caput Mortem Red that will lighten with the beige red. So I'll start there. Beige red. All right, then let's do a little bit more of this. Then the dark violet. And we'll see what happens after we get this all blended. And then the Payne's gray. And we're gonna need a lot more. Let's get the black. I'm debating on super duper bone black. Might as well. Let's do a little bit more. And actually, let me blend this first, and then I'll make sure that I get my my colors going in the right direction. Not my colors, you know, the first strokes. Yeah, that really threw me. Not only was I upset when I discovered that I'd lost all the footage, I was upset when I looked at the footage from the last video and saw how orange the film was. So there you go. Okay, so now we're gonna try and go a little bit more out this way. It's kind of an awkward angle for me. I want to go a little bit more of the red. I'm kind of, a lot of people call this glazing because I'm just really lightly putting a layer of color on the fur. I really should sharpen this, but we're not going to be using that much of it, so I think it'll be okay. I think I want more beige red. And then I can start to do some first strokes with this. But we also need black. So back to the bone black, because this is all very, very dark under here. So that'll be, it's always scary for me to think about trying to put white on top of the really, really dark blacks. But this really is really, really dark. And then there's a little highlight right there. I want to rub with my finger. As it seems to take less of the color off that way. Okay, I'm going to stay right here for a second and let's get some, like a light blue or a cold blue. Let's try Cold Gray 3 and the Pit and see what that looks like. Might not be light enough. It's not. Okay, so if that's not light enough, now we want let's try Cold Gray 2. And that is in CARBOTHELLO. But even that might not be blue enough. One of the things that I liked about this image was the subtle the really pretty subtle colors that were in here. And yeah, I want blue, so I'm going to use ultramarine middle in CARBOTHELLO. Oh, and of course this one desperately needs to be sharpened, so I do have to do that. Okay. Okay, let's try that. And I'm barely touching the paper. I'm letting just the weight of the pencil make the marks, because I want them thin and I want them wispy and light. So that's actually a little bit too heavy right there. And they kind of crisscross each other. They're not perfectly parallel. Okay, and then there are some other colors down in here. So I'm gonna just kind of brush in some purple. Maybe some more of the blue. And I'm gonna blend it in. I think. Maybe just a couple more. We want some of the first strokes to show, but it's really subtle, like that. Okay, all this in here is black, 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 so I'm not going to touch it, except when the time comes to put the white in and maybe a little bit more of this red. In fact, let's do that now. What did I use for that? I used Caput Mortem Light in GIOCANDA. Okay, and let's just pick a white. I think this GIOCANDA white was working pretty well, but I think it needs a little bit of a touch up on the sharpening. Okay, let's try and do this. I want to try and keep my pencil twisting, keep it clean, and yeah, don't press too hard, because you want skinny hairs, and the harder you press, the thicker your hairs get. So down here's just a tiny little bit of an overlay, just barely. Maybe not even as much as I've done here. And then it starts to... Okay, what I don't like is how there's a heavy line there, and I'm not sure if I should add more white or more black. I'm gonna try the white. Always make sure your thingies are clean if you're going to use these. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I got to fix that. So there's something there that's not working for me. So, I don't know. That's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Just I guess it's okay. I don't know why it's bugging me. There's just something about that that's bugging me, but we'll move on and I'll worry about it later. Okay, I need to get some more dark in here, but really want to get I really want to get this done for this video. Like, this hair's only about that wide, so we have quite a ways to come in with the black here. And I'm going to do some of the Caput Mortem as well. We'll mix that into the black. It's actually even all too long. I really feel like that's just not right. Okay, we're still okay there. So the majority of the white only comes out to about right there. And even shorter here. So I need to come way in with my black. Okay, so I think we'll try doing it this way. Just really dark. Again, I think I'll mix some of this GIOCANDA Caput Mortem Light. Have that red. Where does the red go on here? I can't remember. Where did my line go for what I wanted? I'm seriously so confused. Like the red line is almost straight down from where that white is. So let's just do that right now. But that means, oh, this is so messed up. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to figure out where my stuff goes on here because it is just not looking right to me at all. I might even block it out with some green, but give me a minute to kind of get my stuff together and I'll be right back. Okay, so this isn't great, but it's getting me a little bit closer to where I think I need to be. Right. So, where was I again? Jeez Louise. Okay, I was putting, so this is actually, okay, I have to remember that I didn't draw it exactly as the photo, so I need to not get myself confused with where things are now because they're not where they're supposed to be. So we'll stop there. And let me just rub that in. Just temporary. Okay, so now your red hair. Here. Do I bring this down or do I fill that in? Well, holy moly, you guys, seriously. This is one of the things that even though I love making the videos, one of the things that's very frustrating for me, not frustrating, the hard things is doing this on camera. When I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So y'all will just have to bear with me. Okay. See, the really confusing part about this is that his hair comes all the way out here. This is the line of his head. So it seems to me that that body hair should still be at least out here. I mean, if this comes around like this, comes around, you know, this might be a little bit big right there. We could probably take that in a little bit if we wanted to. All right, I'm just gonna put it in where I think it needs to be. Enough messing around. I have to remember that this is leaf. I did put that in there, so why is that not? Okay. It gets very confusing if your proportions are not right, and you know, you start doing stuff and you look at it and you go, wait, why is that so big? It's because your proportions are wrong. I'm just gonna blend it with this. And it could just be that I need to bring some of that white in, and then that will fix that problem. It probably is. All that it is that it needs more white. Okay, so now we need our purple. A little bit of our purple here. And that was dark violet GIOCANDA, and this is CARBOTHELLO Payne's Gray, which is 770. And then more black. I'm using the bone black. And then we need to lighten. I kind of want to bring this in a little bit, just because I do. Okay, and what do I want to do? I don't want to blend that with my fingers. To blend that with a stump. It's amazing how much lighter it gets. I'm not sure how to get. Of course, it's pretty dark in here, so I don't know. All right, so I'm going to throw something lighter. Let's start with just a little bit of hair movement here. Did I get that the way I want it? I'm not sure. I'm going to take some of my now remember, this leaf is going to come over the top of this, so that will help. We're just going to do that. And then here, I feel like I want it to be a little more red. There we go. There's our Caput Mortem Red. And then the bone, not bone, beige red. I want something bright. English red. It's kind of a little bit of orangey. Just blend it. forget to come down on top of that leaf, or else when you go to put the leaf on, kind of like in here, you'll be missing color. We'll fill that in with some white. Okay. This feels a little bit better, but honestly, if I was to be, I know that this isn't, I don't think this is how the reference photo goes, but I feel like it needed to come out a little further. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna look a little bit better. And then once we get the leaf on top, I think it'll start to make even a little bit more sense. Okay, I want some more purple. And then we want some of that blue. Let's blend that a little bit. And then some of this blue. We might come back to that a little bit later. I want to work on this up here. Pull some of these hairs out. They'll get covered by the leaf. Pull these down. Don't forget to clean your pencil. And then there's some like, this is dark Caput Mortem. I'm gonna do some really dark hairs under here. And I think some over here too. Okay, let's go ahead and try the white. Let me make sure this is as smushed down as I can get it. Okay. And actually, again, should I be using white or should I be using something like that green? Where is that? There it is. Okay, so this is pale olive. I did not put a base on this one. I wonder if I should have. I suspect that once I finish adding a couple of layers of the white, we won't really need it. In fact, I might use this as the base, blend this in, and then use white over the top. I feel okay about this. You know, when I kind of sit back and look at it, I think once I add the green leaves on the top, and I think I'm going to add some more either lightness or some hints of leaves in the background. this is actually darker, like that. Didn't we use a dark? Oh no, that was with Panpastels. Okay, I'm gonna try. Nope, it needs to be a real olivey green, like an ugly, dirty olivey green. And the only thing, I think olive green light is going to be too light, but you never know. It might turn out to be just the right color. It's not quite green enough. It's almost still a little bit too yellow. So I will do 160. I will do the CARBOTHELLO olive green very lightly. You know, because his little beard gets stained from grasses and stuff. Right? Now I made his beard too long in the middle. It's actually shorter. So let's see if we can fix that. A little bit of black. Yep, I think that worked. Okay, and then some white. And I definitely need to do something in here. I'm not sure what that is. It looks really nice, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to make mine look like this. I think the problem is that it's too straight of a line, and we need to get some of these dark colors in here too. Hairs or something coming up here. Okay, a little bit of white on top. I don't think this really needed that. This didn't need a base. It looks pretty good as it is, I think. Praying this whole time I'm not going to wind up running out of storage space again. I cleared out a whole bunch of photos, so hopefully we'll be all right. I think I want some more brightness here, and I'm not sure what to use to get that. Maybe the same thing we were using before. I don't know. So a little bit, maybe I don't need that. Just the beige red. I want it to be, you know, like bright orangey pink, and the beige red's about the only thing I can think of that will will work. So I'll do that, and then I'll fuzz it out, because it's not supposed to, you're not supposed to really be able to see the hair marks. It's not rich. I don't know what to do to get it that way. This will be one of those cases of me just not knowing the right thing to do, for sure. Although the white, or not the white, the beige red down first to lighten everything, and then the Caput Mortem Red on top seems to give me a little bit closer to the color that I want there. That's better. Okay, that's not bad. And I'll just do a few more. I think we might be done with, well, 90% done with the Panda. There's always tweaking that's going to need to be done, I think, but for the most part, I feel pretty good. And we need to do the whiskers, which actually might need to be done before we do the leaves. How am I feeling about all this? I don't know. I think I really like it. I do think I really like it. I'm feeling better about how this looks right here now. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do for colors, because this is really dark, but then we didn't add any dark up here, which does not make sense. So I might need to come in and add some dark, at least like in here, I think, to make that make sense. Yeah. Okay, and then I think you guys missed me doing the little black whiskers too. I think that was in the lost footage, and that was really literally just putting the pencil down and very lightly twisting and pulling away, and that's how I got those. Is that it? I'm going to see, can I zoom away? No, I can't. I can push this away though, but then well, it's a little bit more. I want you to kind of be able to see the whole thing. Okay, all right, this is not bad. We have some work to do on the leaves. I'm happy with how this is looking. I might just try and darken this up just a tiny little bit. My fingers. And just that's okay. All right, I feel good. I might come in after and just try and darken that line. My matte should cover it though, so I think it'll be okay. All right, so I think we're done for one more video. On the next one, I think will be the end. We'll work on the leaves. Hopefully that won't take too long. I'm not promising it's one more video, but we'll see. All right, guys, again, I'm so sorry about losing that footage on the mouth and the tongue. Yeah, I am. Sorry. And I'm not sure. Something in here is not feeling right to me either. I know the whiskers are going to go over it and cover that up, but nonetheless, there's something that's bugging me about this here too. Maybe that's all it'll take. See, you just never can tell. You're never finished, really. Like, I can always keep finding things that I want to tweak. I think it's bothering me because literally there's no, you know, it's just solid and it looks unfinished. But once we get the whiskers on, should I do the whiskers now? I don't know how much time we have. All right, I want to get a feel for how hard or easy the whiskers are going to be, because in the picture they actually are behind this leaf. Geez, it's always so scary, but you got to commit. It's like, once you decide to do it, just do it, commit. And it can be hard because you look at it and you go, oh, I wish that one would have curled more. And I probably could fix it. I probably could erase some of it. You know what? Maybe I will. I'm gonna erase some of it. And then I'm not sure though. Here, let's do this. Let's go all the way up to the, okay, now. There we go. Okay, there are a lot of whiskers. Yes, there are. These could be harder because I'm going opposite direction of what. All right, I'm debating on switching. Oh, what if I switch and then I don't like it? I'll be really, really bummed. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like that. That's way too thick. I'm not sure why, but it is. Okay, so. I really want to take this thing off so that I can pull whiskers instead of push. They feel, this is not working. It's not terrible, but they're coming in too thick. And they're coming in too thick and too light. So I might need to switch to a pit white and hope that that will work. And I can't find it. There it is. No, that's the GIOCANDA. Okay, let's see if we can make the ones that are here work. They're still quite thick. Darn it. Why are they so much thicker over here than over here? Other than my technique, which definitely could be a problem. Okay. All right. Alrighty, here we go. Let me find my white kit. Okay, I have my white pit. Sharpened it up. Let's try this again. It's not much better, is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just camouflage this. And that's one really lovely thing about pastels. You can try, I will tell you that trying to continue a line from when you made a mistake is not easy. Don't do it. Just, all right, here we go. It's not terrible, I guess. This one, I'm gonna come in this way. Okay. I think that's enough. This one has a lot of them coming from all right. Is that it? Am I gonna call that good? I want one more like that. Okay, I think I'm all right with that. So whiskers are done. Whiskers are done. Now I'll come in and cover up some of this with the leaves. And I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. All right, my friends. Thank you for hanging out with me once again on my crazy art ride. Yeah, I'm seeing some stuff. I want to add some more white too, but I am going to say goodbye. I am going to say goodbye. So I will continue to do this. Why? What happened here? Oh, I rubbed it all away when I rubbed away the whisker lines. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so don't do that. That's all I can say. It's always so nice to know that you're here. If you are enjoying these videos, please, please, please leave me a comment. Let me know that you're here, that you're enjoying them. It means the world to me, and it makes such a difference for the growth of my channel and for videos to get seen and all that good stuff. So that is all for now. Until I see you guys again, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Love ya. Bye.